Operation Zutara. Written by D.T. Mars. Performed by Nostalgia.
Author's note. Quick update because I'm just so excited about this revamp. Once again, this revamp is exactly how the story was supposed to go from the beginning. Please enjoy, and feel free to give any feedback or comparison to the old version. Operation Zutara. Chapter 1. Houston, we have a problem. Jim's Laval. Being friends with Toph was taxing, both physically and mentally. Not only was she demanding, but she was also extremely manipulative whenever she deemed it necessary. Neither of these qualities ever really worked in the favor of the other party involved, despite the fact that this other party was almost always Aang. He honestly wouldn't have it any other way. She was his best friend after all, and as her best friend, he was the only one who really knew how to handle her. Besides, he was sure that things would end up being much more dangerous for the poor soul brave enough to take his place. The guilt would ravage him. This was no excuse for him to sneak into a five-star restaurant and hide behind a row of bushes, clad in all black with a hat that had fake leaves sprouting from it, however. He still did it, but that didn't mean that it was excusable. As such, he asked no questions when Toph presented the leafy hat to him with a mischievous grin. He didn't want to know how she managed to get a hold of it, especially when he was sure that those things only existed within the movie and cartoon universe. All he knew was that he was there to spy on. Excuse him. All Aang knew was that he was at a restaurant to monitor Zuko and Katara's date. It was called the Northern Lights, a seafood restaurant that opened up about 2 years ago. It was as pricey as its rooftop view was beautiful. Definite first date material, according to Toph. Even Aang could admit that Zuko had done pretty well by bringing Katara here. After about a year, that is. Still, it was the sentiment behind it all that mattered, right? Cupid to Twinkle Toes, I repeat. Cupid to Twinkle Toes, do you copy? Over. Aang met Toph's eyes on the opposite side of the roof, perfectly shrouded within her own cocoon of shrubbery. This whole Operation Typical was ridiculous, but he had to admit that she looked pretty adorable. He would have taken a picture if that wouldn't put their mission at risk. Iroh's legendary gossip circle would enjoy that. Hell, they might even invite him to join. He shook that off. He couldn't distribute funny and adorable pictures of his best friend for an invitation to an exclusive gossip session, even if they did provide tasty tea. Aang pressed the talk button on the walkie-talkie. Copy. When do you think they'll get here? We've been waiting for a while. Over. It's only been 15 minutes. Try to relax. Over. He looked away to survey the restaurant. It really was perfect. Gentle breeze, beautiful view, soft piano playing in the background, and a friendly staff. The ambience was romantic as hell. So why did he feel so angsty? Sorry, Toph, he began as he focused on the hostess. He carefully looked her up and down before shaking his head. He looked away. I just can't shake the feeling that something is gonna go wrong. Like something is up. There was no response. Oh, sorry. I forgot to say over. Over. Toph remained silent. Aang finally looked to her, only to find her looking right back at him. A sneaking suspicion told him that she had been looking at him like that the whole time. He didn't like that. The woman was small, but she was able. He shuddered. T? What's wrong?